Hi everyone, this is Chi Chi. Today I want to talk about 6 stages of building body confidence. If you are someone who is not quite sure about your look, then this video is for you, because this video is designed for you to feel confident, to love how you look. And in my TEDx talk, I talk about 6 stages of building body confidence. The first stage is external validation. In a society, most people, they try to seek for validation in order to be accepted. For example, do you ask people, do I look good in this jacket? Do I look good in this color? And you will notice some people asks this question a lot because of one, because they want to be accepted, they want to be seen, so therefore they ask all these questions to make sure they can be accepted. However, the second stage is the dependence. When people, they can't get the validation they want, what will they do? They will go to do plastic surgery. They will go to the gym to try to get some more muscles. For men, I had a client asked me whether it applies to men. Yes, of course. Do you try to gain attention through making your muscles bigger? And I'm not saying you shouldn't work out or you shouldn't do makeup. I'm saying for some people, if they do too much of it, for example, someone can do endless amounts of plastic surgery, still feel unsatisfied with their looks, because in their hearts it has created problems for them. They are unable to accept how they look. And then the third stage is, dependent on the plastic surgery is not sustainable. So what you will do is you start to ask yourself, okay, so what does beauty mean to me? And this is a very important part. This is a turning point. If you can't have a true definition of beauty, it's very hard for you to see yourself differently. You might always stay in the first or second stage. You always seek for validation. You always try to fit in. So with definition, at this stage, you ask yourself, okay, what does beauty mean to me? For me, beauty means so many different things. If you are in Taiwan, people love thin lips. In Australia, people love big lips. And in Taiwan, we love fair skin. In Australia, people love tanned skin. So what does beauty mean to you? It means too many things, and beauty is not a universal truth. Once you know that, you start to define the beauty by your definition, not by any culture's definition, okay? This is a very important part. And then the fourth part is you start to accept how you look, who you are, after you have the new definition of beauty. And you start to, just to accept yourself little by little. Maybe you start to style yourself, you start to look after yourself. And then the fifth stage is authentic confidence. After you have self-acceptance, you have that authentic confidence. Okay, this is who I am, and I love who I am. Sometimes I doubt myself, but it is okay. I love how I look. I look unique, and I'm able to stand tall and be proud of who I am. And the last stage is liberation, which means that you are fully confident with who you are, how you look. And when people make comments about negative comments about your appearance, you can still stand straight. I know the definition of beauty is by me, is not by anyone. And beauty is not a universal truth. When you are in a country, when you change your country, the definition of beauty changes, okay? So, I really want you to have authentic confidence, because I believe each one of us is unique and beautiful. You shouldn't be ashamed of who you are. And, remember to hold your head high, okay? Stay tall. Be proud of who you are.